Hi. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how I get my luscious bombshell curls in my wig, and also how I actually install my wig. I will link down below like how I lay it per se. That video has like my details on like how I pluck my frontals and my wigs and everything like that. So with that being said, let's get started. So this is just my process from root to end on how I get my wigs on and everything like that. So first I'm going to go in with my kaleidoscope drops. This is for my real hair. And I just take it across the edges. Alright, and then once the edges and the scalp is greased, I am going to lay back my hair. You can use anything to do this with. You can use Got To Be gel. You can use foam wrap, anything that you want to do. I just have the Style Factor Edge Booster. This one is the Stronghold Cherry one. But yeah, you can use anything to lay back your real hair, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Yeah, this is water-based, so that's why I'm just going to go ahead and use this. And like, it's the closest thing that I have. And I am just taking a little dollop on this rat tail comb. You can get this comb from like Sally's for literally like 30 cents. Now I'm just going to comb this back. And I am not going to do my entire head, just like mainly my hairline, just to make sure I catch all the hair and it's like out of the way. I still recommend this even if you braid your hair under your wigs, just because it just locks down your edges and makes sure that you know they're not going to get damaged or anything like that. Yeah, I don't like getting my hair braided underneath my wigs, just because I don't. And then 9 times out of 10 my wigs are made to be glueless when I make them myself, and I'm not going to glue them down, so I know myself. I like to wash my hair like a lot, like more than I should, so yeah. Alright, so now that we're nice and flat, see? Flat, looks super flat. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a wig cap. Now I do not do this when I don't do this when my wigs when I'm wearing them glueless, but if I'm gonna install them and like glue down the edges or whatever, this is what I do, just because I hate this thick band, because you can always see like this part, like especially when it comes to your part, you can always see like that ridge. So that's just like me. It's just something personally that I hate. So alright, and you already know the process with this. You've seen it all over Instagram. I'm just gonna spray down the hairline. This is to secure the wig cap in place once this dries. And I really like to saturate mine. And now, before it dries, I'm just going to cut a little hole for my ear to slip through. And I literally make it a tiny hole, and then I let the cap dry, because if you make too big of a hole and you like go ahead and cut it out too fast before it dries, it's not gonna work. So I'm just gonna put tiny little snips. See how tiny the hole is? And then just pop my ear through. Okay, so I'm back. My face is beat. Once your cap finished drying down from the Got to Be, you can just take like your foundation or your matching powder to match the cap to your actual skin tone and everything like that. So now I'm just going in with a little bit of 70% alcohol on a little cotton round, and I'm using that to remove the makeup from my hairline, a little bit on my forehead, and actually on the cap. This is just to make sure that my wig adheres with the glue and my skin properly. And yeah. Okay, to adhere my wig, I'm using Ghost Bond. The only glues that I recommend is Ghost Bond and Bold Hold, and that's just that on period. These are the glues that I found that have worked for me when I'm actually installing my wig. I do not do the Got to Be glued. I do the spray in like a 5-minute install, and I have that video up as well. But for the most part, if I'm actually trying to lay this baby down, Ghost Bond and Bold Hold, period. All right, so I like to do 2 layers and kind of like 3 sections, the middle part and then the left and right sides of my head, and I'm just smoothing this out with a little rat tail comb. I do 3 parts, that way I make sure each section of my wig is properly laid down, and to make sure that it's down and it stays down. I just feel like this method is so much cleaner, it's easier, and yeah. Once the glue becomes clear, like you can see right here on my forehead, I'm just flipping my wig over and on, and we are just now lining the wig up with our placement, like where you want it to sit. So I'm just go ahead getting it down on top of my scalp where I want it to be placed, and I am just going to take like the back end of a comb, your nail, anything, you know, just to help you push this in to the glue and help it to melt and lay down. Once the middle part is secure, I just go ahead on and do the sides. I don't really have like a particular side that I do first, but I just go ahead to the sides. I lay down by the ear on the cap just so that, you know, if I want to peep a little sideburn, I can do that. If I want to tuck some hair behind my ear like a cute little schoolgirl, sis, I can't. So yeah, that's just what I do then, and I do the same thing on the other side, and that's about it. Honestly, it's super simple. I lay my edges on my wigs before I put it on my head, especially when I got makeup on, because like I mentioned in my previous videos, I cannot stand how your edges look once you're doing with makeup on. It just looks so disgusting. It looks like mud, and I hate it. So that's why I just pre my edges beforehand. All right, to get my big body, luscious, bad bitch bombshell curls, I'm just taking my Remington curling iron. This one's like an inch or an inch and a half or something like that. And the key to getting them big and beautiful and super duper bedroom lovey-dovey is to curl the hair away from your face. So if you're on the right side of your head, you're gonna be curling the hair backwards from the right. If you're on the left side of your head, you're curling it from the left to the back, if that makes sense. So like I said, I'm just wrapping the hair backwards. I leave the ends a little bit straighter so I don't wrap that very last portion that you can see there. So I hold my front curls a little bit longer for maybe about 20 to 30 seconds. And then my back curls, the ones that are in the back of my head, I hold them a little bit less, so about from 10 to 15 seconds. That's just because I want the curls in the front to be a little bit more defined, so I get that cute little pushover, layover hair in the front. Okay, so to tousle these curls about, I'm taking some of the L'Oreal sunflower oil in the palms of my hand, about 2 pumps for the whole head, and I'm smoothing it through. For the front, as you can see, you just want to take the hair back and push it forward, and that's just how you get the big front body to the hair. That's really that simple. Yeah. So to give it the hold, so it holds all day with the big body and the big poof. I don't even know what I should call this. I call it a different thing every time. But, you know, just to get it that nice, cute little deep side part tough. I guess that's the right name for it. You know, kind of like your little bang part. I just took some foam wrap on the edges. That was the white stuff you saw a second ago. Just so that it holds all day. And there it is. So yeah, that pretty much does it for this video. I hope that this video was informative. I hope that it helped you a whole bit. And if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See y'all later.